Bon dia, hello, welcome back to another video. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here today. There's like a warm breeze, the sun is lovely. So we're going to get started on doing a bit of work on the garden. This little corner here needs a trim, needs some love. So I'm so happy to be working out in the garden after a week of rain and crazy winds. It's a little bit windy today, but yeah, hope you enjoy.
Should I take away this?
It's pretty dead, isn't it?
Well, it's dead, definitely from there.
Yeah.
So, like, I could take off here.
I can take off there. So I've gotten a bit carried away and the cats have come to cause chaos. So one of the problems we have here is that because it's sloped down, all the rain used to just wash down it, so the trees and the plants here were struggling. So that's why I'm trying to kind of create these steps here and help the plants that we have put here survive. So I'm really happy with how it's starting to look. Oh, it's very sunny. It's actually 22 degrees Celsius here today, which is like a Welsh summer, which is just lovely. This is going to just be a non-edible bed. I've got some more roses and things to go in here, and we've got the two beautiful peach trees. I'm going to finish building up the walls and then I will stick some compost in, and yeah, a few plants that I've got to go in here. I've dug out some soil from here because the height of the ground was too high, so I've put a big pile here, so I'm going to plant some potatoes in the ground here. I've added some of our homemade compost, and then I've got some belladonna lilies that we dug up from Nick and Angie's place, and they've just been in this pot, so I'm going to put them in here. And then I've got some roses, some cuttings that I pinched from Gina's rose garden, stealing plants from all my friends. These are my cuttings from Gina's rose. Good morning. We went and picked up a couple more bags of cement yesterday, so today we are back to chicken coop building. We're going to try and get 2 layers of blocks in, and we've got a little door for the chickens to get in position. So yeah, time to move the cement mixer. Watch out, sausage dog.
Right then, bricklaying round 2. So as we briefly explained in the last video, the whole thing's wonky. The reason it's wonky is because the foundations are wonky. Perks of having this being the first time that we've done any of this stuff. So we're going to crack on anyway. Luckily it's for the chickens, and I don't think the chickens are too sort of OCD about how straight the walls are.
Ali said she's not impressed.
Yeah, she's not impressed. Bloody chickens. So yeah, I've mocked up this bit of wall that's just Lego. We've not actually done it with the hole. There's the hole. So we're going to try and do that. See how we get on.
So we have got the 2 layers down, and we're going to stop there because I think we get less precise the longer we're doing it, and considering it's already a little bit wonky, the precision that we can give it is necessary. So we'll do some more tomorrow when we're feeling more refreshed. Just spotted Iwan coming up the path with a scooter and a dogo. Who needs a tractor when you can have an electric scooter?
Just got to get it going. Try not to push too much. I've always wanted that to work.
This huge box that Iwan has just scooted up here is half of this week's sponsorship, which is with Bluetti, and they have sent us something amazing that we are really, really excited about. So the AC500 has many different ways of charging it, which can be all combined up to an 8,000 watt input. So you can have 3,000 watts of solar input, or you can also connect 5,000 watts to the mains or a generator. So it works really well as like a backup system if you live in a normal house and not off-grid like us. And then there is also, you can charge it off your car cigarette lighter. That is pretty amazing that you can just go for a drive and be charging it up. I think these things are just really great for backup systems. It contains a built-in inverter which delivers 5,000 watts of continuous pure sine wave output. I think this would power literally anything from like a washing machine to a proper fridge to an aircon unit. We've not found anything that uses over 5,000 watts. Put in the comments anything that you know is over 5,000 watts so we know not to plug that into it. And then it does take up to a 10,000 watt surge at peak power. So it's a few days later. We've got our Bluetti 300 watt solar panels out here. We had a bit of a rearrange of the kitchen so we could fit this beast in here.
Just about fits.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Okay, so if you've watched previous videos, you'll know that Bluetti do like portable power stations and stuff. This is like a step up from portable power station. It's kind of like actually like a solar setup in your house. So this top bit, which is the AC500, is just an inverter, a charge controller.
It's not its own battery, is it?
No, and then you have to add the battery to it, which is the B300S. But this actually is like a mini power station in itself because it's got USBs and stuff. But yeah, so this thing, basically it's like a charge controller for a house. So what we can do now is we can just put 2 extension cables in, and it's got the fridge, the oven, the light, everything. We're like a few steps away from being able to put sockets on the wall and light switches and just run everything into this. So we can have like a switchboard. Very cool piece of kit.
So we think we're actually going to build an outside building for this to live in because it is huge, and you can add more of these B300Ss to it.
5.
5?
Another 5 of them.
Okay.
To it.
And that's what this big, huge cable under here connects to. Our wall needs repainting, don't look too closely.
Yeah, if you had the entire setup of this, and you lived somewhere where it's sunny,
Albi likes it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you lived somewhere where it's sunny, this has got the capacity to completely run your whole house, like washing machine, everything, air conditioning, literally all of it.
Air conditioning.
I know, imagine aircon. We'll need a few more batteries before we can get aircon, but yeah, awesome bit of kit.
So we've currently got it plugged into a 300 watt solar panel, but you can add a lot more wattage and put them in succession. It's got this wire behind sausage that you can connect a series, that's the right word. We are not solar electrical experts, which is why this is just brilliant for us. We've not had to employ someone to come and like set up a whole system. We did get a quote for that from our local solar provider, and the quote was extortionate compared to just having this system that you just plug in and go. And yeah,
it's a lot more straightforward.
Yeah, it's just, and there's an app.
Yeah, there is an app.
So you can check on your phone what the percentages, shiny, and yeah, what's going in, what's going out. You want to try and keep it above 20% discharge. They do say that for the life of the battery, so that's really good that we can like check in on that. But yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, we love Bluetti. We've had quite a few of their products, the portableness of them being great, but for this, it is quite heavy, but we can both lift it. For it to be like an actual system that we have in our house, yeah, absolutely love it, and I'm sure we'll share as we expand it. But yeah, if you're looking for a very easy to set up solar system for your house, and you also bought, you know, a big set of permanent solar panels, absolute game changer. There is a big spring sale on at the moment on Bluetti's website until the 29th of March, so you can find the link in our description for some absolutely incredible deals. We love so many of Bluetti's products, so please do go and check them out. I hope you'll find something useful there. Thank you, Bluetti. We are so excited about this product and what a difference it's going to make to our lifestyle here. Just going out to buy a fridge and a washing machine now.
Boa tarde, everyone. How's it going? So, as you saw, I have been trying to get to grips with pruning olive trees because some of ours are pretty badly out of shape, and all of the quotes I've had for people to come and prune them are really expensive. Somebody quoted €5 per tree, and we've got 100 trees. I don't really want to spend that much money. I've done a lot of researching. Turns out researching in different languages, especially languages in countries that have olive trees, is good advice if you want to learn how to prune olive trees. Google it in Portuguese. So, as you can see, it is quite drastic. But the problem is when they get left, which these have. I don't know if I can show you this bit. Bits of it, when they get taller, just start dying. So obviously that's not going to produce any olives, so we need to get rid of it. It took quite a lot of nerve to do this tree, but we have done it, and now we have to live with the consequences. So I'm going to do a few more trees, namely this one, because I can see it from the kitchen, and yeah, it does my head in, because it's horrible looking, and it definitely needs a good prune. So, as you can see behind me, it's quite a different skyline. I'm pretty sure, I've done it right. We've been taking pictures and stuff of the neighbours' trees that have pruned theirs and really criticising what they've done or analysing what they've done and tried to copy it, as well as all the research we've done. So fingers crossed, We did this tree up here when we first moved. I chopped a massive branch off it to prune it, and it all grew back really, really well. Like it kind of almost had like a growth spurt after it thingied, after we'd pruned it. So yeah, fingers crossed. So you kind of leave like the main skeleton and then leave like new growing sites of thinner branches. Pile we've taken off it, and off this tree as well.
We are making more cement for the chicken coop. I think we're both not really feeling it today. So we're proud of ourselves for getting started. And the chickens have said they're really grateful as well. So yesterday we were getting a little bit frustrated because there is some gravel and lots of olive leaves in the sand. So we're going to try and use this box thing, put the sand in that first so that it kind of acts as a sieve. We shall see if it works. So this is what we're starting from today. This wall has a real slant going on, so we're going to try and rectify that as best we can. And then this is the little hole the chickens will be able to come through. I think they've got a nice little view out their window as well. And then we'll be putting a door here for us to be able to get in and clean and collect eggs. And we're going to put a little roost here for them. If we can get 2 more layers on today, that'll be great, and then I think we'll only need to do 1 more day, and then the roof will be going on. So yeah, I'm tired of mixing cement. It is warm today, a sign that summer is on its way. So realised whilst editing that the camera didn't capture a lot of us building this on the second day, so I will show you where we got up to with the chicken coop. It is a very grey day here compared to the rest of the week, so if you're wondering what happened to the blue sky, yeah, it's a rainy day. Yeah, this is how far we got. This wall, this is the one I worked on, so yeah, I think the next step up is doing much better. What I was doing, I've not actually got one with me, but with the leveler I was just recording like what level it was this way, and the most important one was to have had it this way to see if it was straight. So though this was telling me on these that it was straight, I obviously hadn't done it here, but it feels pretty solid, and I think as long as we don't lean too much more, we should hopefully be okay. The chickens think so. And then yeah, this is just Lego block to see how tall we want it to get. So we've got 4 more to go. These 2 are on. But yeah, it's been a challenge, but it's always good to learn stuff. And yeah, hopefully we'll get it finished next week if we don't have too many rainy days. But if I had a hat on, I would be taking it off right now to any bricklayers. That is hard work, and yeah, I think as well, like the breeze blocks are not completely flat, so checking the levelling on that is a bit of a challenge too. But yeah, whatever. I'm proud of us for building our own things. So yeah, that's what we got up to with the chicken coop. And then some friends came round and we had a little fire to burn some of the olive prunings that Iwan had cut off. So I am going to get in the garden. Yesterday we bought 4 big bags of compost. Can you see them? Am I pointing them at them? I just want to say a big thank you to Steve, Marcus and Kathy for your super thanks this month, because we have put them towards this compost. Dodo, you stay out of there. So this is a problem I have with my peas, and it's happened the last 2 years, and they rot from the bottom like this. But every year they have still continued to produce, so I'm leaving them in, hoping that they continue to produce. I think it might be because the drainage isn't good enough or they've got too cold, but I'm going to chuck a load of compost in here and hope to help them. And then I'm probably going to buy a few plug plants this month, because I can't be without my peas. The rest of the garden up here is looking pretty good as well, and I'm going to get some compost on the onions, and then I really want to get some potatoes in here if I get a chance. So these are some onions from seeds I saved last year that I've clumped together to try grow them as spring onions. So they're looking pretty healthy. Hopefully they will be happy here. What are you doing in our wall, mate?